ATIW Mafia, it's the Yeti, it's Josh, coming in from Cloverleaf Studios West. A huge shout out to Chris Rucker, at Chris Rucker Show, and at Boot to the Face, that's at Boot, the number 2, the Face, on Twitter, for hanging out with us, keeping us kind of on track. We got some deep stuff and some fun stuff. We got into Prediction Show. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks again for supporting. Follow us on Podbean, anywhere out there, iTunes, that you can find the Three Irish Boys, the Irish Whip Podcast. Please give us a like. Please download. Please rate us. Again, we're just here for you guys. Again, thanks, Chris, taking the time. Again, our Evolution Prediction Show, making history, folks. Thanks again.
You're the only pro wrestler I know that wants to do the shit in the morning.
Yeti, you're a f***ing moron.
Put it this way, I think Sami Callihan might as well just change his name to Invader
I
1.
want to know why. Like, he can dodge any question. Like, I'll tell anyone that. You can tell me but I'm going to ask specific questions.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
WrestlingNewsSource.com. All the rest of you yahoos are out there dilly-dillying, you little wankers. We're actually receiving real wrestling news.
This is
Brett screwed Brett.
Who are you to doubt El Dandy? Because this guy's a serious professional.
Brett screwed Brett.
Hold 2! Arm bar!
Hey, get a nice shot of the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Hunter Hurst Helmsley.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate your hat. I hate your t-shirts. I hate your wristbands. I hate your shoes. I hate your music. I hate the C Nation. I hate everything that you stand for.
Sodas rule. Yeah, they do.
What's going on today, Chris? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, and this Evolution pay-per-view.
Oh man, it's a decent card. I'm kind of excited for it.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it.
It's cool having you for like you did the last predictions with us too, because you actually I don't watch the WWE stuff that much anymore, and Josh doesn't watch too much of it, so you actually follow it. So mine and Josh's predictions are going to be all over the place, and yours are going to be pretty much dead on. I'm assuming.
I hope so, or else what the fuck am I doing here if I can't get these predictions
right? My predictions are always mark based, 100%. Because last night, literally, I hadn't watched any of the Mae Young Classic because I wanted to be able to watch the whole freaking thing. So I just waited until last night and watched it. So I'm excited. Wow. That's the big.
So you've seen the latest one?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the previous episode of Mae Young. It's on right. I'm watching it right now, and the Toni Storm and I can't think of the Asian chick's name, but that match was fucking great. Like that match was fantastic.
Yeah, and Io Shirai is amazing.
Yeah.
Have you got to that one yet? Have you watched that match yet with her and Rhea Ripley?
I don't think he's listening.
Oh, you talking to me? I thought because I haven't watched any of it. I haven't watched any of this year's Mae Young Classic yet.
Chris and I think I'm more educated than you are at this point, JP, on this.
Yeah.
But we'll at least try.
Yeah.
We'll give it a stab in the dark. We'll go first, and then I think we'll pick ours first, and then Chris can be our voice of reason.
All right.
Because I'll do this from a totally 100% Mark perspective.
Yeah, and I do it. I mean, my votes are coming from mostly past stuff. You know what I mean, or what I know of the person.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so is the Battle Royal first? Is that the first thing that's here?
That's what I got first.
Okay. Do we?
And I put Nia Jax down for that.
Okay. And I think who's Nia Jax? Who else is?
Oh, you got
everybody's in it. I mean, it's Michelle McCool's in it, Ember Moon, Asuka, Naomi, Lana, Kelly, Medusa. Like they got anybody that wrestled that's not on the card before that is pretty much in it. Like I'm pretty sure they're digging up Bull Nakano somewhere, probably. So.
That would be awesome. Actually, having Medusa and Bull Nakano go, well, that would be
right?
Awesome. Yeah,
that would be old school shit. I doubt they would do it, but
I'd be all
So
over that.
it's pretty much anybody you could think of that's not in a regular match the rest of the night is in the Battle Royal.
So Carmella's in this one, right?
Yes.
So that's my pick.
Okay.
That's my pick, Carmella.
I'm going to go with Ember Moon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good pick.
Yeah, because the winner of this gets a title shot at some point in time, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
It's pretty much like the Royal Rumble.
Oh.
I don't know if they get to call the shot and pick either champion, but they do get a title shot.
Okay.
And then the next up is the 6-woman, which is the 6-woman tag match. Riot Squad versus Bayley, Sasha, and hang on,
What was her
I'm
name?
bouncing between a couple screens.
Sasha? Who's Sasha?
Fucking dickhead. Mercedes KV, all right? Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya versus the Riot Squad. I got the Riot Squad.
Oh, all day long. Yeah, absolutely, all day long. Riot Squad.
Yeah, I'm picking the Riot Squad. I like Liv Morgan.
I love Liv Morgan.
I cannot stand the weird one, the Viking. I can't think of her name, but
Sarah Logan.
she just irritates. Yeah, she irritates the shit out of me. And then Ruby Riot, like all the tattoos and shit, I'm not a fan of. But like I'm starting to like her more. But everybody's giving her all this unnecessary praise and shit. Like she's the greatest thing in the women's division. I just don't see it. But give me Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's team. Fuck the Riot Squad. We're gonna call them Liv Squad.
Liv, I think Liv is she's talented, first of all, but I think she's the hottest girl in the WWE right now.
She's up there. She's
like,
up there.
Like, do you mean like
other
good
than the
looking?
tongue? Yes.
Or, okay. I just had to clarify.
Yes.
You know.
Other than the tongue.
Oh shit. That's probably my favorite part.
The tongue. I don't know. I don't know if I could be with her and look at Papa Smurf the same.
They called me Papa Smurf.
Right.
So yeah, so Riot Squad. You know why Sarah Logan dresses like that? Because who's her man? Who's her husband? They're into.
I think it's NXT, right? One of them big tag team motherfuckers.
Yeah. Because they do. I can't remember who it is, but they do they dress up and go do sword fights and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons and type shit. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of the guy's name, but I know who you're talking about.
This is what's amazing, because right now when people listen to this podcast, they got like, how do these guys try to predict this shit? And they don't even know who these people are, just because we're good at what we're doing.
Yeah,
What's
awesome.
What's next, JP?
The next up is the Mae Young Classic. Toni Storm versus
Io Shirai.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Backstory here, Chris, is I've slacked off a lot on my TIW top 10, which is I rank the top 10 women in the world. And people were harassing me and giving me shit about 6 months ago, right, JP? Because I had Io Shirai on my list. Like, they were literally too young, can't do this, can't compete, blah, blah, blah. And then here she is, right? So you're watching the Mae Young Classic right now. And Toni Storm is...
my favorite.
Oh, man, she is just...
I love Toni Storm.
She's...
I discovered her last year for the first time during the Mae Young, and I kind of went out of my way to like watch some of her shit on YouTube and stuff like that. And I mean, she's really like, she's, as far as indie wrestlers go, it's like a tie between her and Santana. Those are my two favorites.
You're a Santana Garrett fan?
Yeah, buddy.
I'm a Tessa Blanchard guy.
Yeah, I like Tessa too. I really do. But I wouldn't call her indie anymore, though, now that she's like Impact champion and all that.
Yes.
Yeah.
However, when the year started, she was.
Yeah.
That's where I go with it, is just when I think this match is just it's gonna steal the show. I seriously think this is the one that's gonna go over, bigger than big can be, because Io, you saw her with Rhea Ripley.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, you saw her with Rhea Ripley, so she can hold her own, even though she's 5'1" and maybe weighs 120 pounds. I mean, she's tiny. JP, I know you're just stabbing in the dark on this one, right? You're just going with us.
Yeah, I'm going with Toni Storm. I'm
really?
familiar with. Yeah, I'm familiar with Toni Storm. So
okay. Because if everybody knows she's the NXT UK Women's Champion, right? I mean, is that? I mean,
no, that's Rhea Ripley.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley's because she's defending the title tomorrow, isn't she? Is she not, or am I crazy? I thought she was defending the title against.
I think there is an NXT title. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the UK Women's title. I would look it up, but all my shit's frozen right now. But I'm pretty sure that there's a UK Women's champ because Rhea Ripley's the champ. She's defending against.
Okay.
Okay. I know
so
Shayna and Kairi Sane are going.
Right.
So I don't know about I don't have the UK one down. If that's
now Rhea Ripley's. She's in a match. I think she's the first. She's the first match on the card.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I thought that's what I remember, but I could be making shit up. Who knows?
No, you're not. You're not. It's just we're ill prepared for.
Yeah, I mean,
JP,
I went
get
off
your
of
fucking shit together. You had all day to figure this shit out.
Sheet. Well, fuck yourself. I went off of that prediction sheet. So
here's a little story about what's her name? Shirai?
Yeah,
Is that how you say her name?
Io, yeah.
Okay, so last night was my first live broadcast on Blog Talk Radio or whatever, just kind of testing it out. And this guy Myron calls in who lives, in Atlanta where I live, and he told me that she used to do a bunch of indie shows around here, which I didn't know, and that was how he discovered her. So apparently, she's a big deal. Obviously, they're building her like one. I have no clue about her, but I've been watching her through the Mae Young. That's going to be a good match, but I'm picking Toni Storm just out of sheer, fanboy shit. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's my favorite, so I ain't picking that other fucking woman. Fuck her, whether she's in Atlanta or not.
No, she was, Io was part of King of Trios last year. Probably one of the best King of Trios matches ever. And I was keen to her before then, but at that point in time, during the King of Trios in Jakarta, that's wow. And she's young. She's only 21 years old, 22 years old or something like that.
Her and Toni Storm is only 22 or 23, I think.
They're both
with them
young
two. Yeah, with them two signing, you're looking at probably the two top women in the next 10 years after Charlotte and Becky are kind of moving along. You know what I mean?
Plus, you got Chelsea Green right now in the new class that's coming up.
Yeah,
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah, she's fun to watch in person. She's really fun to watch when you're there live.
The coolest part
go
for me,
to any independent shows?
Not around here. I didn't realize in Atlanta we had so many independent shows until last night. The guy he told me, he's like, man, there's all kind of shit around here. I mean, besides wrestler sightings and signings in Rome, Georgia, or whatever, I didn't realize it. So I'm gonna have to start getting my shit together and going to see more indie stuff.
Indies are fun. I was a WWE fan, and then I found independent wrestling, and there was a time where I was just saying this to Josh the other day, I'd be blowing at the time I had a girlfriend, and I'd be blowing her off on the weekends because Fridays and Saturdays I'd be at shows.
I don't have that option. I'm kind of stuck with mine forever.
Yeah. Yeah, you took that next level. So
yeah, it's been 11 years now. I don't think it's going anywhere. So,
but she seems all right with it. She's letting you watch the All Women's pay-per-view. She went to All In with you.
Yeah,
she seems like she's good with it.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't. Yeah, as long as it doesn't fuck up family stuff and bank account and all that kind of stuff, she doesn't care.
Oh, my bank account is so messed up now. So messed up right now. I'm looking.
I'm still recovering from All In, so.
Yeah, I'm sure that's going to take a minute to recover from.
Yeah. And then as soon as that comes up, we just decided last night we're going to WrestleMania weekend. Not going to WrestleMania. We'll fly home that Sunday. Actually, no, we're not. I take that back because we're going to Raw after Mania. But we're not going to WrestleMania. We're just doing Monday Night Raw and the New Japan show at Madison Square Garden.
Why not do Mania?
I went to Mania when it was in Atlanta, man, and just to fucking sit in a stadium with 70,000 other cocksuckers for 7 hours straight. It's just, I'd rather not. You know what I mean? I'd rather not. It's more fun to watch on TV. I've been there to it once. I've got it out of my system. I'd rather watch it on the network. And
I see. Yeah, I've been to a couple. I went to Houston for it, and the best part of going away for it was doing the other stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
The other shows in the area. We did I forget what they call their fan fest, but we did all that and the access, and the access was more fun than the shows.
Right. That's how I felt when it was here in Atlanta, like going. And this was when it was in Atlanta. All the indie stuff wasn't as big that happens around it. You know what I mean? And so all we knew was the WWE stuff, but we did that, and that was fun. And then you get to Mania, and it's like, you know, the card sucked too at WrestleMania 27. Like, it was awful. Like, Snooki was there, and that's enough right there to just make you go, why the fuck would you buy a ticket for that? So
she was not horrible though.
She wasn't horrible, but she wasn't good.
No, but she could have been a lot worse.
And that was back when Trish and Ziggler, was it Ziggler? No, it was the other cat that had that little beef, Nitro, Johnny Nitro.
Oh, yeah.
And so, I don't know. The best match on that card was Orton and Punk, and I'm not a Punk guy, so I was happy to see Orton beat his ass because Orton's one of my favorite. Why are we talking about WrestleMania 27? We're supposed to be talking about Evolution. I've thrown y'all completely off. This is what happens when you bring me on.
No, it's good because it gave me the time to take a look at this, and I'm just looking at Bleacher Report, and they just posted this 3 hours ago. So for us to, I mean, literally it says on here, Rhea Ripley versus TBD NXT UK Women's Championship. So
okay, so she's
defending it, but it's got a TBD on there. Like, I don't know who it is, what it is.
Well, I'm picking Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, especially. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know who the fuck TBD is, but I'm going with TBD.
Yeah. I don't know.
Are you really?
What's her finisher?
I'm gonna go with TBD.
To be determined. They don't even know who it is yet, and you're thinking they're gonna put the belt on her.
Yep.
It's gonna be Santina Morella.
I think the only person who wouldn't like that would be Jim Cornette.
Jim Cornette.
He hates him for some reason.
So we got
he hates everybody.
So now that we got the proper card, we got the Women's Battle Royal picked.
Okay.
We've got Io Shirai versus Toni Storm picked, which is the Mae Young Classic Tournament final. You guys are both going Toni Storm, and I'm doing Io Shirai, right?
Okay.
All right.
Yes or no? That's what we had.
Okay, man.
But I was going to give you the option.
Black or white. We're not Patriots fans, all of us here. We don't cheat for a living. It's black or white here.
Oh, wow.
I was going to give you the option to change in your freaking answer.
No.
To the right answer.
No, I'm going with Io Shirai. I'm sorry. And I'm going to look for a collective Japanese unit, including Asuka, to start to form.
Oh. You know all the names I pronounce wrong? Oscar, I think, was one I've always said right.
Oscar?
Yeah. I was about to say, I don't think you got that one right.
Go fuck yourselves.
That is going in the intro from now on. That is the perfect soundbite. And you were serious about it too. You thought you could pronounce it right.
I don't say ERs on anything though. That's the funny part.
This is why y'all got so many downloads last week. This is fucking hilarious.
Okay, so here we go, JP.
Yeah, right.
NXT Women's Championship, which we're going to get into. So let's see how you pronounce these two names. I want to know who the card. I want to hear how you say it. Okay. Don't think about it. Don't overthink it. Just say it, you Southie prick. Come on.
Yeah, Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler.
You got that one pretty good, though.
Yeah,
I'll give you got that one.
I was waiting for the Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, I did that the other day on the one you didn't record. Remember?
All right, so I got a question. Am I the only one that doesn't like her? I really don't like her.
Who, Shayna?
Not because she's a heel. I just don't like her. I don't like shit about her. I really don't.
Then that's good because that is exactly why she's there. Is to just
get under
her.
It ain't. It's not a wrestling thing. I just don't like her. Yeah, it's just more like I don't
like her as a person.
I mean, I don't know her. She looks like she sucks. She looks like she sucks, though. But I don't know. I just don't.
Bring her up, and they put her with. If they bring her up and they put her with Ronda, I think that'll be a viable team.
I don't want her to be with Ronda, though. I want her to turn on Ronda.
Yes, but you got to have the togetherness before you can have the separation.
Yeah. I mean, come on. We all know that they're together, right? I mean, everybody knows it. Right. You don't have to be an insider to know that they're all friends. They're all at NXT and shit like that, watching the indie shows together. Like, we know they're friends, so you don't have to have TV kissing Ronda's ass. Just have her come out and be. That's what I would do. But I don't get paid for that shit. So.
Because of her, there's a video out there, and you can find it, of Ronda Rousey in the audience at a I forget what show it was, something on the West Coast, but Ronda's in the audience and legit chops, what's his face now, Only Lorcan, but back when he was Biff Busick.
Yeah.
And she chopped the fuck out of him.
Hey, get your fidgeting mic out of your face. Chris, this is what I got to put up with.
I wish people that are listening could see what I'm seeing right now. It's fucking hilarious watching y'all. Like, I'm telling you, y'all need to do some kind of simulcast where you record the video too and post it and charge people for it, and y'all would fucking clean up. Like, this is funny.
This is what 10 years of friendship gets you.
Yeah, right.
That's good.
Some guy halfway across the world
on the Cowboys logo on your cup, though. I like that. No, you.
I mean, nobody can see it, so you know. I'm trying to hide the vodka that's in it because it's not even 1:00.
Embrace it, man. Embrace it.
Okay, so we got to pick this. We got to pick this match. We got a couple more. Let's take a break real quick. We'll get our spots in for our sponsors, and then we'll come back.
BlueChew.com.
Yes, sir. For BlueChew.com.
That's some good shit there.
It's a marital aid.
Yeah, marital rehab at its finest with Blue Chew.
Yes, it is, my friend. It is. And I'll tell you a story when we come back.
Greetings, wrestling fans. This is Dave Dynasty, host of the Dave Dynasty Show, the podcast that every week brings you nearly 2 hours of pro wrestling goodness from the Midwest. We feature interviews with the legends of the past, stars of today, and the prospects of tomorrow. We have segments that feature classic wrestling audio, whole episodes devoted to the history of Midwest pro wrestling, and much, much more. Do not miss an episode of the Dave Dynasty Show. We are available on all podcast platforms, or you can access past episodes and all of our social media links by visiting davedynasty.com. Be good, be safe, and keep on growing.
Hey, what's up, folks? We're back here with Chris Rucker from the Chris Rucker Show and Boot to the Face podcast. Hey, man, tell them again where they can find you on Blog Talk and where they can find you on Twitter and other places in social media, man.
Oh, yeah, no problem. So on blogtalkradio.com/boot to the face, that is the number 2, blogtalkradio.com/boot to the face. On Twitter, you can find me at Chris Rucker Show. That is my personal account where you get all kind of bullshit that runs through my head when it happens. And then you can also find my wrestling show's Twitter at Boot to the Face, the same way. Boot, the number 2, the face.
I have fun on this. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun listening to you talk about your family and your fun and all the shit that you get to go through.
Yeah, your Twitter is really very unfiltered, which is awesome.
Oh yeah, I don't. What does they tell you to do? To type it out and then read it, and if you still want to send it 5 minutes later, you send it. I don't do that. I just it comes out. It comes out. Like, who gives a shit? If you don't like it, there's an unfollow button.
Cool.
I wind up doing the same stuff, mainly on comments on your tweets.
So I want to take a short minute to say thanks to our sponsors, Blue Chew, BlueChew.com. Make sure you check it out. There are subscription levels. For those men that are out there, it's not an embarrassing thing to have erectile dysfunction. I don't personally suffer from it. JP does. But it is an enhancement for people like me. It is a personal aid for people like him. Correct, JP?
Something like that.
Okay. When I talked to Mom last night, she said that it did help for you specifically. But for me, a 28-year-old got to experience exactly what BlueChew.com does.
But Chris, just to clarify, he means when he talked to his mother, it did help with me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yes, my mother, not specifically JP. Yours just had surgery. We would not talk about your mother that way. My mom, you can talk about freely like that because she's cool. She's cool like that.
Can I just say how proud I am of my mother real quick?
Yes, you can.
Nothing to do with BlueChew.com.
Nothing to do with BlueChew.com and talking about your mom and how erectile dysfunction or enhancement has to do anything.
If you go to BlueChew.com, use code TIW Mafia because you will save some money. So use that. Let them know we sent you. We appreciate it. But my mom just had her hip replaced 2 weeks ago. She's walking with a cane.
Does your dad use Blue Chew?
I don't think we talk about that.
Oh, is that the reason for the hip replacement? Is BlueChew.com?
It could be, actually. I mean, it could run in the family, and that may be why I'm the way I am.
Yeah. Are you well endowed, JP?
I am.
Are you looking to subscribe to BlueChew.com?
Yes. Oh, yes, I would love to, but
don't you have to have a partner before?
I listen.
I mean, you don't have to have a partner.
I forget what rapper said it, but I don't like my chicks single. I like my chicks in twos.
Attaboy.
Oh,
and here's the thing. Here's the thing: is it's a subscription-based package. You can get 5 tablets a month, or you can get 28 tablets a month, which is what they call that. I'd call it an Excalibur package, but pro is that what they called it? A pro package?
Yes, that was the professional.
$30 a month, I think.
Yes. Yep.
Perfect.
And it doesn't come in like an embarrassing package or anything. You know, it just comes regular box to your door. You just got to fill out a few questions on there.
Comes right to your door, huh, JP?
Jesus Christ. Right to your door, and, you know.
And you probably last longer than this damn ad that you guys are doing.
Hey, BlueChew.com, TIW Mafia is the code. If it doesn't work, let us know. It's supposed to. But if it doesn't, let us know.
One more, too.
What?
You're wearing a wrestling t-shirt right now.
Yes, I am.
So you like wrestling t-shirts.
I do.
smart-mark.co.uk.
Say that again?
smart-mark.co.uk. It's a British website. Or UK website. TIW Mafia 20 saves you 20% off your entire order there. And they have some awesome t-shirts.
I'm going to order mine today. Okay. So now that we got our bills paid, thanks again to those sponsors. Oh, that's awesome. I think Chris is getting another drink. Rhea Ripley versus TBD. I'm actually going to go with Rhea Ripley, guys. I don't know who TBD is. I hope it's Chelsea, like Chelsea or Mia or somebody like that that's just coming in. I'd love to see that. I probably won't get it, but it'll probably be some. I don't know. I don't know.
I think they're too new.
I know, but I'm just being a mark. That's my job, man.
True.
Right? True that. Isn't that what the kids say? True that. Well, the Chris Rucker gets lit.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you getting lit.
Oh, man. Okay,
I'm gonna have to get my son to translate all that shit y'all are talking about later.
Right? I got little ones around, so I'm learning all this new stuff. I had a Netflix and chill and all that shit. So Kairi, Sane, and Shayna Baszler, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Kairi Sane on this one.
Yeah, I'm Baszler.
Are you? Chris?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Kairi Sane, as we talked about earlier. I don't give a shit about Baszler, and I think she's probably moving up pretty soon. So
cool. I'll go with that.
Kairi Sane with the elbow drop.
We did. Did we do Trish Stratus and Lita versus Alicia Fox?
We haven't done that one yet.
So, why is it? Am I okay? I'm confused.
It's officially Alexa Bliss. Sorry. Huh? Hang on a second.
No,
it's officially Bliss.
Are you serious?
Sexually or just
No, because there was a toss-up on who was going to be
Alicia Fox and
it's
Mickie
Alicia
James.
Fox.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss is not
Bliss is hurt. They not. Yeah, Bliss is clear that Ronda Rousey gave her, and nobody bitched about it like they did with Brie Bella. So you're all a bunch of cocksuckers for picking on Brie Bella. That's what I think.
Thank you, man. Thank you for, you're always true. That's what I respect about you. Is you always keep that shit real.
I'm Fox.
I try to.
God dang, really?
Anytime Mickie James is in a match, I'm picking Mickie James. But yeah, Alexa's out with a concussion, and they just announced it yesterday. It kind of went under the radar that Alicia Fox is taking her place, and it's going to be a tag team match with Trish and Lita versus Mickie and Foxy. Can I talk about this for a second?
Yeah.
Go ahead. My bad.
No, go.
Okay, I'm really annoyed that they didn't use the best women's feud before Charlotte, because right now Charlotte and Becky's kicking ass.
Yeah.
But the best women's feud of the past 15, 20 years was Mickie James and Trish Stratus. I don't know if y'all agree with that. In my opinion, though, that feud was fantastic. You finally got both of them back. You have an all-women's pay-per-view where you're trying to get more eyes on it. Why would you not take advantage of that? They haven't even fucking mentioned it. You put Trish and Mickie in the same ring again, one-on-one. Let them go at it. Bring back the feelings of the end of the Attitude Era or whatever. And you take advantage of it. Instead, they put them in a tag team match. They were originally going to do Mickie and Lita. Unpopular opinion, I don't really give a fuck about Lita. I could care less about Lita. Lita can't. She's not up there as much as people think she is, in my opinion. So, to me, I just wanted to see Mickie and Trish, and they fucked it up. So, I'm taking Mickie James and Foxy.
I always thought Lita was cool back when she was doing her thing, because
now. Go ahead.
girls weren't doing that shit back then. They weren't doing the flips and the swantons and all that stuff like Lita was, and that's why she stood out. But there's just no upside to them to Lita winning that match. There's nothing. It doesn't create anything. At least with Alicia Fox going over, it's a current star going over.
See, and I disagree with you, because we had this conversation yesterday. And it was Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, and I consider this one of the big one-off type matches that tend to happen when you have pay-per-views like this, is you've got this huge one-off match, but I just don't see Alicia Fox with Mickie James beating Trish Stratus and Lita. I mean, they're Hall of Famers. I just don't see two Hall of Famers losing to Alicia Fox and Mickie James.
Mickie James is a future Hall of Famer.
I know. That's my honest mark opinion.
And I mean, if you want to get deeper into it, a full-time wrestler who's a mom and shit like that, you talk about evolution. If you really want to, if they're smart enough to take advantage of it and push the story, they actually could, but I doubt they will. They don't even bring up the fact that she's got a kid. So
no, and Alicia Fox is one of, if not the most athletic females on the roster.
That's just the way of saying she's black.
Shut up, man. Shut up. Look at Rousey. Rousey's athletic, right? You know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say.
Listen,
we got clumsy athletic. I know what you meant, though. Yeah.
We got
just messing with you. I like
diversified culture. With diversified culture.
I'm gonna get my "Make America Great Again" hat out.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, man. Okay.
That's funny.
Perfect, man. I'm glad that helps. Are you both are going Alicia Fox and Mickie James?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm staying Stratus.
I am. Yep.
I'm staying Stratus and Lita. Okay. So Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya, and we did that one. We all picked the Riot Squad. We got that done. We got Rhea done. Becky Lynch and Charlotte. Becky and Charlotte.
I could talk about this one forever. But
I know, me too. No, we should, because really you've only got this match and Rousey and Bella, and that's going to be a pretty short conversation anyway.
I'm bar.
Where are you at on this one, JP?
Becky.
Smart man.
Are you,
Becky-
Chris? You're on Becky too, Chris?
Yeah, on my show, I've been picking Charlotte just because originally I thought she was going to win at Hell in a Cell, and then I went with the ilk of when I pick Becky, she wins the belt, and when I don't pick her, or when I pick her, she loses, and when I don't pick her, she wins. But I'm to the point now where I'm confident enough to be like, you know what, fuck, because I don't like Charlotte at all, and it like breaks my spirit, everything in me to pick her to beat Becky Lynch because Becky's my favorite wrestler. So I'm picking Becky to keep it. I don't know how she's going to do it, but I'm picking Becky to stay the champ.
I'm confused.
And there's a reason why I'm picking.
I'm confused.
Go ahead.
I have to adjust this a little bit. I have to adjust this shit. Hold on. Did you say you don't like Charlotte?
No, don't like her at all.
Why?
Oh, how much? I don't think I got enough battery life in my phone. I don't like. Let me preface it with, I will give it to her that she's a really good wrestler. Like, she can go, but I just don't like her. Just like she bothers me. And the fact that I've always been on this. This is before Becky started her little boo the woo hashtag.
Yeah.
Like, you grew up in a house with Ric Flair. How do you not know how to woo correctly? Like, your woo is the worst fucking woo I've ever heard in my life. And I've been saying it for years. Like, my wife hates that. But it's like, come on, man. Like, if I grow up in a house where they're cooking Kentucky Fried Chicken all the time, I could fry the shit out of some chicken when I get older.
Right.
You grew up with a man that invented the woo, and you can't even do it right. Woo! See how easy that was, Charlie? It annoys the shit out of me. But yeah, I'm not a Charlotte guy. I really don't like Charlotte. I really
Here's
don't.
the current.
And just give me 1 second.
No. You keep going.
This is very hypocritical of what I'm about to say too, because I'm a Roman guy. But every reason that people hate Roman Reigns is the reason they love Charlotte, which I don't understand, because Charlotte gets shoved down people's throat way more than Roman does. Like, she's like a 7-time champion already, and she's been on the main roster 3 years?
Yeah.
Like, she's always got the belt. She's always in the main event. And me being such a Becky fan for the past 4 years and watching Charlotte just get all these opportunities is one reason I don't like her. Just out of sheer, like, go sit the fuck down somewhere. Let somebody else shine for a minute. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. And see, I'm a huge Roman Reigns fan. Like, I legitimately feel and believe that he is probably the next John Cena. You're either going to absolutely love him or hate him. And the people that legitimately wanted to hate him and wish ill will upon him, like, would literally say that, and I heard people say that.
Yep.
You know, this is like when we do stuff like this, it should never get to that literal extension to where you wish ill will on somebody.
No.
Because, I mean, look at this. This is, I mean, man, I didn't watch Monday Night Raw. And I hate to get off subject because this is supposed to be at the women, but this was specifically, like, I can think back of moments on when I watched, I watched Owen Hart, that pay-per-view. I watched that pay-per-view. I mean, I literally watched those cameras cut. Yep. I watched that happen. It was like one of the weirdest things I've ever experienced in my life. But watching Roman Reigns do that and listening to, like, I had to watch it 2 or 3 times, just listening to the crowd's reaction. And then once they finally found out that it was real, like, I think all those people that talk shit about him as an individual and a person, instead of seeing Joe, they just saw Roman Reigns. Now they get to see the other side of him, and I hope it's humbling to those fucking assholes. That's what I hope.
I completely, I try not to turn this situation into that, but I completely agree with you. Like, you would, all right, he said he's been dealing with it for 11 years. That means it may have been in remission, but you got to think of all the testing and shit he's got to go through, like, every month to make sure it's not coming back. All right, you're dealing with the stress of that, just waiting on the results constantly. And you get on Twitter and you got people that are tagging you and, man, I hope you die, and I hope this and that happens to you, and you fucking suck, and, like, constantly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, these same people get on there and they say, oh, I'm dealing with depression and, try not to be too hard on me this week, or, don't be mean to the kid that's eating twice a day at school because he may not have food at home, which is all true.
Yeah.
But these same people then turn around and they shit on this guy and he's dealing with something you have no clue about, and yet you're being an asshole to him, but you want people to deal with whatever you're going through, was just really hypocritical to me. And so I'm not going to say if he comes back, when he comes back, because I think he's going to beat it. You know, he's still young. And
oh, man, yeah.
So when he comes back, every time he does that Superman punch, you better get on your goddamn feet and cheer for him. That's all I got to say. If I'm in the crowd and you boo Roman Reigns, you might get punched. So that's like, it really pisses me off, like, thinking about, because as a, you know, you're a Roman Reigns fan.
Yes.
As somebody that has to see all of the, like, the hatred for no fucking reason towards somebody, and then to see him going through that, just like, I don't know. I'm not an emotional type person, but that really, like, it got to me Monday. I couldn't even watch the rest of Raw. Like, as pussy as that sound, like, I turned it off and went to bed. I had no clue about Ambrose turn until like 2 days later.
I literally, I haven't, and that was the point, is that when it got to that point, and then when Seth and Dean came out, when Johnny Moxley comes out, and those guys out there, and they do that, I mean, these guys eat, sleep, and breathe together. They don't understand. I mean, they're traveling together, staying in the same motel rooms. They're bouncing ideas off each other. I mean, these are literal family members and brothers, and that's what JP and I talk about all the time, is that pro wrestling just brings so many people together, and I can't for the life of me understand why there are so many divisive and hating type people out there in a thing that this is my escape, man. This is where I go to hide from. I go to get away from all the ugliness and just the pure and utter hatred that's out in the world for no apparent reason whatsoever, ever, other than religion, race, creed. It's back, and it's sickening, and I just don't want that to be part of this anymore. And I hope that when the people that do that and they saw that, I hope they're able to reflect a little bit of as themselves as a person and go, man, I feel like an asshole because people do that. Yeah. They tweet, I hope you die, I hate you, your kids, I hope you're, I've seen it, I've read it. And I just, when it happened the other day, like, I'm probably way off subject, but I've never talked about this. I never get into this stuff. Like, there are sick bastards out there that DM people like Jordan Grace and all these females out there about weird, crazy, stupid shit, man. And I don't understand the world that we live in. I don't understand where we're at. I just don't want that to be part of pro wrestling.
Jordan's making the most of it, though.
Let's pick this. Let's pick this last match, because I think we're all going Becky. I'm a huge Charlotte Flair fan, but I'm a bigger Becky fan, and to me, this is just, it's so visceral and something that I've been missing, like old school rivalry stuff. That
I love it.
I'm happy there. I'm happy with Becky. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I just think they've put way too much momentum behind Becky to not have her win.
But to me, it's the chase, man. Like, what if she continues to fucking just get under Chris's skin because she continues to win for no other apparent reason than she's Charlotte Flair. And that was that's why I fell in love with RVD and Jerry Lynn. It's because Jerry Lynn could never get that belt, man. He could never get the belt. Like,
well, for the longest, I have compared Charlotte and Becky to Sting and Flair. Oh, yeah. I was a Sting guy growing up.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't grow up in Atlanta, huh?
You didn't grow up in for like 20 years. I grew up all around, but I was always a Sting guy. Like, quick little aside, like, I used to watch WWE as a kid. My cousin comes running outside and he's like, "Hey, wrestling's on." We go in and it's NWA, and I'm like, as a kid, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, it looks cheap.
It was on TBS. Whatever. It was on TBS.
Right. And then as I'm about to give up on it, this rock and roll music hits. Everybody gets up and they start cheering. This fucking guy walks out with blonde hair and face paint on, and it's a Stinger. And I was hooked ever since then. I was always a Sting guy. And so I've always compared them to as like Charlotte being, she always turns on Becky, and then anytime they needed to get a heel over, they would have them turn heel on Becky. Anytime they needed somebody to come in and get the rub, they would have Becky lose to him.
Yeah.
So to me, that was the same dichotomy, only this time they did it the way I always wanted. I always wanted Sting to turn on Flair when I was a kid. Like, quit trusting that motherfucker, man. You saw what happened the last 17 times. So Becky's actually smarter, and she's like, I'm gonna beat you to the punch, and I love it. Like, I love that she's the champion, but yet she's still jealous of Charlotte. Like, you're not taking a picture. I'm gonna knock your ass out, and I'm gonna stand up over the top of you, and I'm gonna make this the poster for the pay-per-view. Like, I love that shit, man. They're really doing well with her right now. I hope they keep it up. I hope they don't fuck it up, because she's got like a groundswell of support right now, and they can fuck it up, but it's gonna be hard too. Because I think if you're a Becky fan, you've been a Becky fan, and you've been waiting for shit this to happen.
Oh yeah, a long time. Dude, when she slapped the shit out of Charlotte, I jumped out of my.
God!
It's been a long time since I jumped out of my. Since I marked out hard and jumped out of my chair, and I just jumped up and I just like, yeah. That was to that point for me.
That's about the noise that I made when it happened, because I was like, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. And then when she slapped, I was like, oh, they fucking did it. Like,
okay, so we all go with Becky now. Ronda Rousey, Nikki Bella.
Ronda.
Yeah, I mean,
I want Nikki to win. I really do.
Do you really?
I want her to win, but Ronda's gonna win. I would love to get on Twitter right after that, and I would love to go live on the podcast afterwards and hear just people bitching about Nikki Bella beating Ronda Rousey. Oh my god, I love shit like that. I really do.
Because, if Nikki does win, everybody's going to shit all over the name Evolution. They're going to go, oh, this isn't Evolution. It's the same old tired bullshit, right?
It's fucking wrestling, man. It's wrestling. People need to just accept it. It's wrestling. Like, shut the fuck up. Quit complaining all the time, man. It's wrestling.
Yeah.
I would love Nikki to win.
Because it's so unexpected.
Right. It's actually, it's something that it is unexpected. And it was just like, wow. Just thinking about it, like, if she won, oh my god. I don't think she's gonna win though. I'm picking Rousey, because I think Rousey's gonna be celebrating at the end, and Becky's gonna come out and attack her and like set up some kind of Survivor Series stuff, champion versus champion, or Raw team versus SmackDown team. So that's my prediction. I got Rousey winning, and I got Becky beating the shit out of her at the end of the show.
Oh yeah. I wish Shayna would run in on her on this one. That'd be nice.
That's a possibility too. I thought about that one. That would be the way she lost it to Nikki, is if Baszler cost her the belt. That's a damn good idea.
Hey, that's why people listen to the show, man.
Anybody know how we can get in touch with Vince or somebody backstage? Like, we still got time. All
right, so we got some other people that are picking here. Doing the Favor podcast. He's got.
I love them, by the way. I love them.
Rhea Ripley.
Those are good guys there.
Rhea Ripley retains. They got Nia Jax with winning the Battle Royal. Toni Storm to retain in the Mae Young. Kairi Sane, Riot Squad. Oh, they got Trish and Lita like I do. Whoop, whoop. Charlotte over Becky, unfortunately, they say.
I just said I love them. Fuck yourself. Doing a favor. Do the favor on these nuts. You're picking Charlotte over Becky.
Oh, hey, here. Rousey over the Bellas. Who is Twin Magic, but Baszler comes in for the save. Ooh, so they got Baszler and Brie involved in this. Wow.
I stopped listening when they picked Charlotte over Becky.
Who else we got here? Yeah, we already got Doing the Favor podcast. Revisionist booking. You guys, attaboys.
Yeah.
Rousey retaining. Becky Lynch, Kairi Sane, Toni Storm, Ember Moon. Yeah, there's Chris Pick right there, Ember Moon.
Look at that.
They got Trish and Lita, too. Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Natalya. Did we pick that one?
Yeah, we did. Everybody picked the Riot Squad.
God, that's why I keep looking at it. So they're obviously going to get that one wrong. Shane Richardson, that's at STR909. Rousey, Becky, Shirai, Baszler, Sasha, Bayley, and Natty. God, come on, boys. Lita and Trish. Well, you guys are down on that one. Look at you guys. Yeah. What is wrong?
Y'all are gonna all have egg on
you guys read the wrong dirt sheet.
Pizza.
Nia. So they got Nia too.
Chris, at the end of this, me and you can go right on Twitter.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Cool. So thanks you guys for tweeting that back to us. But I got Trish and Lita. I'm gonna if they do, I'll take it. I'll take it if what were there? Alicia Fox and Mickie James. They win. I'll take that. Okay, so let's circle back around here. Getting on the shit in the world. The crown jewel. JP and I had a conversation about this. Chris, I kind of want to. I don't know. JP, maybe you kind of take because you guys. I guess there was a Twitter post or something like that, so I got to get educated, and then I'll tell you guys how I feel. I shared this with JP the other day, and it's how I feel about it, and whether or not it's just our opinion. I'm not saying people should feel this way. It's just I have an opinion behind it and a basis for it. JP.
Well, it's a business move. They're getting paid big money to be there.
Yep.
And it's a business, and WWE is all about their shareholders. So it makes their shareholders money. It makes sense. They've been doing shows in the Middle East forever. Sorry, I'm watching Josh play with himself. They've been doing shows in the Middle East forever, so why stop now? Because, like, one reporter got killed. That's a tragedy, but, I mean, it happens here all the time. Are they going to stop doing shows in America?
Oh, my God. You hit it right on. Like, I've said that repeatedly. Like, if you are so offended by what happened on the other side of the world, but yet you're cool with how people of color are treated here and how people go with, AR-15s and just go into schools and shoot people here, and how our government is fucking so crooked here, well, then why is WWE running shows here? Right. And you're not complaining about it? Like, if you don't have the same... To me, it's fake outrage. It's Twitter outrage. It's the cool thing to do right now is to say, I'm canceling my subscription. Shut the fuck up. Because you'll be there come Survivor Series. You'll re-up. You're still going to watch. And then the thing I don't like about it is the whole Hulk Hogan thing. Like, I've been really on some fuck Hulk Hogan stuff since all his shit came out. Like, I never liked Hogan, but that was professional wrestling. But I always respected the fact that he was the biggest star in wrestling. And when he comes out and that stuff happens, me being a black guy, that really got to me. You know what I mean? And to see people tell me, oh, you should just get over it. Well, you can get over these nuts because I feel how I feel about it. And if you don't like it, then that's your thing. But bringing Hogan back to me is a way bigger shot in the stomach to me, personally. Like you said, they have a contract with Saudi Arabia. They're business, you know what I mean? Like, McDonald's can't decide to stop selling, as far as their shareholders go and shit like that. You can't. The name of the game is to make the money. And then you think about, I heard somebody say the other day, the citizens of Saudi Arabia did nothing wrong. It's the government. So now you're punishing the people that never get to see WWE, and they only come over there twice a year. Now you want to take their entertainment away for something that their government did? Like, there's more that goes into it than just what happened with... Bless you. My wife
bless you.
Upstairs.
Bless you.
There's more than what happened. There's more that goes into what happened with the reporter, and not trying to minimize that at all. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many moving parts in this, man. It's not just cut and dry like people think it is.
No, and we're all on the same page. I'm a veteran. I volunteered, served 4 years. The reason I did that is so that, one, because I'm a young kid. I needed discipline. I was misguided. I threw away a baseball scholarship. But I needed structure in my life. But what I didn't realize is how much of a sacrifice that was, like exactly what I was doing at that point in time. Until I got through and started training and understanding that. The reason I'm here is so Colin Kaepernick can take a knee. That's why I'm here. Whether you believe in it or not, I don't give a shit. If you know the true story behind it, you'll understand that it came from him wanting to make a statement, but do it respectfully. And he reached out and spoke to a veteran on how to do it respectfully, how to do it the right way. So if you're going to ostracize him, which in retrospect, almost, what has it been, 2 years now? Look at the statement that he made to where we're at right now. And you guys have hit the nail on the head. Is the reason I don't have a problem with it is because if you have never been anywhere else in your life, you can judge what Saudi Arabia is by the act or acts of one individual. That is one person. You can't judge us or the United States or anybody else by our leadership right now. We have to look at ourselves as an entire conglomerate, and that's why the WWE has never, ever, ever, ever been political in statement. They've been political in the ring. Nikolai Volkov, Iron Sheik, this Red, White, and Blue Stinger.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Ho!
Yeah. I mean, this is how they do it. This is what they do. They're not here. They're a business now. They have shareholders to hold accountable, and they have a message to send. If people would just sit down for once and actually watch what they consider a pay-per-view now and look at how many languages professional wrestling is broadcast in and how many lives that this touches. And yeah, it's not always a positive or powerful message or anything, but for people like us, it's an escape from the bullshit in the world. The hatred, the anger, the misrepresentation, the lies, all the bullshit that's out there. So I'm not offended by them. I hope they make millions and billions of dollars, and I hope everybody in professional wrestling reaps those benefits. It continues to grow and just get bigger.
That's a big thing you just said, too, with the money's being passed down to the, like, you know, a lot of these guys that people don't want to go over there, like, this is enough money for them to be set. Like, if they get released next year, they'll make enough money on this pay-per-view to, you know, get them through the next 5-10 years. You know what I mean? Like, it's not always I don't know, man. People want to say money rules everything. Well, yeah, that's the key. Like,
it is.
Money goes a long way in this world, man. Like, that's the whole point. You need money to survive and take care of your family and shit like that. And sometimes, even if you don't want to do, like, there's stuff at my job I don't want to do. It's nothing like this, you know what I mean? But you do what you got to do. You do what you signed up for. You signed up to be a pro wrestler and to wrestle where they tell you to. You go over there, you do it, you earn your paycheck. That's the American way, man. That's what we do.
It is. And it's we got away from the yes ma'am, no sir, open the door for a woman, elderly, you know, just simple manners is that's the problem. And when we see somebody making a statement and really bringing to light the shittiness in this world, people want to ostracize it and make fun of it and point fingers at it because it is ugly and disgusting and nasty, and that's the part that we hate in this world. And
it's easier to turn your head.
Yeah, it's easy to point something and call it bad rather than look at it and actually look inside yourself and figure out what the fuck is wrong with me that's making me think that's offensive. Because if you're seeing something wrong with that, there's something wrong with it. You're identifying with it. There's a reason why. And it's not... You're not born a racist. You're not born to hate somebody. You're not born that way. It's something that you're taught. It is taught, and it can be untaught. And I don't ever want to get political, and I hate being it. But when something like this happens and people want to ask unmitigated opinions from uneducated people about the subject, not uneducated people as a whole, but just uneducated people about the subject, then you get a mass amount of judgment because of, oh shit. Hey, you guys like that? That's my phone.
Wow, that's my wife's ringtone.
Is
you
it
must
really?
watch you must watch Supernatural.
Yes. But anyway, offside, but I'm going to get off my soapbox, but I never want professional wrestling to become a platform that I choose to get away from. I'm very educated when it comes to our government and what's going on and all the shit that's happening, and I have my own opinion about it. But I never want pro wrestling to become a part of that. Ever.
Yeah.
Because it's an escape. It's a place where people that are repressed. People in Saudi Arabia are oppressed people. They really are. They've got a regime over there that hates women, but is trying to move progressively in a different way. I don't know how, but don't punish the entire group because of one person. Just don't do it.
Yeah.
Off my soapbox, man.
But I'll say I really appreciate y'all actually having the balls to talk about this while we're on here. So, like you said, on my podcast, I'm not a political whatever on there. I try to keep all that shit out, man. But I appreciate y'all having the balls to actually talk about and go in the unpopular opinion, because right now that's all you see is people being offended about it. So good on y'all, and thank you for your service, sir.
No, man, always. And it's the thing is we're always going to be real because we've been places. We have friends of every culture, breed, sexuality. It does not matter. It's about the person as a whole and who they are as a person, man, woman, child. It doesn't matter. That's what we're about. That's what we've been about, and that's why we're back, man. It's just because pro wrestling is what we've lived for forever. And it's a cool message, and it's just something I think everybody continues to take advantage. And this weekend specifically with an all-women's, the first WWE all-women's pay-per-view, let me get that straight, taking place this weekend. Plus, before that, on Powerbomb, you've got Women's Wrestling Revolution taking place before it, man. So it's going to be a cool weekend. We're going to watch Chikara here in about an hour. JP's going to edit this while he's changing his shirt.
The one thing I wish that WWE would do with the Saudi Arabia show is have a women's match, though. I wish they wouldn't give in to the government on that.
Here's the thing, man, and I'm just going to say this because it will in our lifetime, that will never happen the way that we are used to it. The only way that it's going to happen over there is if they do like they have before. They have had those matches, and there's been pictures of them. Alexis, I mean, they're clothed. They're clothed from neck to, I mean, everything is covered except for their up here. It's like wearing a onesie. And it'll happen, but it's only going to happen like that. And no matter how hard we try to progress, man, it's been fighting for 2,000 years. There's no way the WWE is going to change it. Just not going to happen.
But, and it's one of those things, like, it's not that we have the balls, Chris. Everybody in the country has the right to their opinion, and that's the beauty of being here. Like, I don't agree with Colin Kaepernick kneeling, but he has every right to, and he's actually being respectful kneeling and not sitting. Right. It's just his way of making his statement. I don't have to agree with the statement, but it's kept him relevant 2 years past his career.
Absolutely.
Nike pops out a Colin Kaepernick ad, and it's the most talked about Nike ad since freaking Spike Lee.
Right.
And that's, I know we're trying to get off of this, but that's one of the things that annoys me is the reason he did it got lost a long time ago.
It did, man. Yeah. It really did.
And that's what bothers me about the whole thing. That's why I don't like talking about it. That's why I'm kind of over it. I wish they would find a different, and not kind of, not look at it as like they beat us and we're not going to do it because we don't want to lose this fight, but just find another reason to do it that doesn't strike up so much just hatred towards something. You know what I mean? Like, because the reason he did it got lost a long time ago.
Right.
And now everybody wants to talk about Neil and is it disrespectful and blah, blah, blah. That has nothing to do with why he did it. So the point to it got lost a while ago. So that's my point on it. Way to fucking be all serious during a wrestling podcast, guys. What the fuck?
That's our job, man, is to challenge people to think and check new shit out, man. That's our job.
Now, Montana still sucks.
Joe or the state?
Both.
Wow.
Actually, Joe's pretty much a legend. Him drunk on the sidelines hitting on the reporter a couple of years ago.
Oh, Joe Namath? Yeah.
That was Namath. No, that wasn't Montana.
I want to kiss you right now.
I was thinking that was shit, Montana. Man. My bad.
That's how Me Too got started right there. That shit.
No, Me Too started when Brett Favre started sending dick pics to people publicly.
Oh my God. She was that the lady he sent it to. She was the MC at the All In press conference. Jen Sturger, like she's into wrestling. Like she was at the NWA right? show this past week. Yeah, that's her. She used to work for. Yep, that's the same lady.
Boy, he's got a little dick.
So hold on. She went from getting dick pics from Brett Favre to like reporting on a show where the most prevalent thing was a dick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of them. I only know this because I listened to a satellite radio show where the host used to date her, and he was dating her at the time when that all happened. So that's kind of how I know about her. But yeah, she's big into wrestling, man. She's a wrestling fan.
Oh, that's cool.
Where do you get a Dallas Cowboys solo cup, by the way?
Oh, you can find these at Chris Rucker Show on Twitter. No, no, I bought these on the Cowboys website.
It's a red solo cup, JP. I know you don't know anything about country music up there in the fucking Northeast, but that's a red solo cup.
Yeah, this is how we do it down here.
I know all about the red solo cup.
Yeah,
but
the question is, where you get a Teddy Bruschi jersey in the year of our Lord 2018? Like, what the hell is that about?
This jersey is so fucking old.
Yeah, it's only one-sided. It's so old. There's no back to it. You just let the front on.
I wear it now. And people think it's a Dante Hightower jersey. I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here. Look at the back.
Dante Hightower. Good Lord. That's good.
Brewski's one of the greatest in my mind. He was probably my favorite all-time player, honestly.
Fuck the Patriots. Okay.
He seemed like the type of dude that'd be walking through the park, see two kids throwing a football, and he's tackling one of them.
Yeah, and then he'd tell them why the way they're doing it is wrong and why the Patriot way is right, and then I'd probably slap the shit out of him. Actually, I wouldn't, because he's a lot bigger than me, so I'd probably just talk shit about him on a podcast.
But how many championships do they have? He's not completely wrong then.
It doesn't count. You and I both know that it's only cheating if you get caught.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
They're like the Eddie Guerrero of championships.
Exactly.
Yeah. What about when it happens against the freaking Boston teams?
When does that happen, though?
Don't get me started on the Pine Tar. That's just this is a whole nother subject on a whole nother day and a whole nother level, man.
LA freaking
God
still signals.
I keep thinking my wife's phone's ringing every time that happens. That's funny though. I'm gonna tell her about that when I get upstairs.
The Dodgers stealing signals. The dude in the fucking stands literally closing Bradley Jr.'s glove when he was going for that catch.
Hey, do we have the same rules here as the Steve Austin podcast? Like, if your phone goes off, you owe us a drink.
Yes.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Well then,
come StarCast 2 Crown Royals on you. I'm excited about that shit. I'm marking that shit down right now.
Yeah, you better.
Listen, I might see you in March. That's.
Oh, you gonna be at Mania?
I'd say there's a good chance I make that weekend.
Oh, I think there's a good chance I'm gonna make that weekend.
You're right there.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I might do the same thing as you, though. I might not go to the Mania.
Oh, StarCast is wrestle or what?
Yeah, you can save a lot of money.
What are they called that weekend?
That's oh shit, I know the name of it. It's like WrestleCon.
WrestleCon. That's what we did the Amber O'Neil thing for when we came back last year, JP.
Oh yeah.
Amber O'Neil exclusive interview. That was awesome.
Yeah, WrestleCon said no to us.
Y'all did an interview with her. I like Amber O'Neil. She was cool at StarCast.
Yeah.
Dude, if you listen to that was our first interview back. If you listen to that, she gets into exactly how she became who she became in WoW superheroes, and explains her story in depth with her former
husband.
Yeah, former husband.
Yeah, I'm a fan of her. She was cool. I'll try to catch some of her shit now. I didn't know who she was before that, but she was cool at StarCast. Her and Santana Garrett both were.
Yeah, she's the original Bullet Babe, man.
Yeah, that's what my wife had a Bullet Queen shirt on, and she made a point to come up and comment to her that she liked her shirt and talk to her for a second.
Cool.
So.
Yeah, Amber O'Neil and Maria Kanellis are the first two female women to have a match in New Japan.
That's some good content to go back and look at.
Maria is smoking. I've been lucky because Mike's from around here, so when those two got together, she would show up at shows with him. So I've seen her, and she's just a smoke show.
I believe you.
Another couple that have also been in Jakarta King Trios.
In all respectiveness, she's a smoke show.
Yeah, and disrespectfulness too.
Cool. So we've gone for about an hour, right? I mean, we've got our predictions in. Chris, thanks for coming on again, man. It's always fun. I think we should do this on a regular basis.
Well, we got Survivor Series prediction show that y'all are going to come on mine for pretty soon.
Oh, shit. I better start watching. I better catch up then. Because Survivor Series is one of my favorite ones, especially if DX and NWO and all those guys are going to be back like I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah, but here's the thing. There's only one Survivor Series match now. That's what kills me on that.
Maybe not this year. Maybe not. Just hold your breath, man. Maybe not.
I was going to say, I liked the way they did it last year where it was champion versus champion Raw, because you don't see that a lot. Yeah. So if they did that again this year, I would like that. But I appreciate y'all having me on, man. This is always fun.
Yeah.
Anytime. We're glad, if anything, we entertained you.
Oh, fuck, that's 3. Jesus Christ. I turned it down. That's 3 drinks.
You're going to get drunk? You're going to get drunk next time you see Josh.
Hey, my favorite thing about StarCast was the fact that my wife walked around with a backpack full of whiskey the whole time.
Wow.
Really?
We had little bottles of Coke Zero pre-mixed with Crown Royal in them. I mean, Jack Daniels in them already, and we just walked around sauced up the whole time.
Hey,
that's the move.
Hey, Cody, Matt, Nick, if you guys are listening, try to do this in a cannabis-friendly state. That would be awesome.
Hey, man, 23,000 people. One of them are bound to be listening to it eventually.
Right, exactly.
Or is it it's 32,000 now, right?
32,000 people.
Up to 30-something, yeah.
Nuts.
One of them's bound to be listening to it. And if like 1% of y'all will go download the Chris Rucker Show or Boot to the Face, that'd be fantastic.
BlogTalkRadio.com. We were on
/Boot to the Face.
Good.
Cool, thanks again,
Blog
man.
Talk's a good site.
Yeah, thanks again for joining us, man. Check us out. What are we doing next week, JP? Are we interviewing anybody? Do you have anybody on the schedule at all right now?
Not yet. I think we're waiting to hear back from Pillman Jr.
Yes. For his second round.
Kim, what's his face? Kim from Chikara. The kid who does he's like one of the high flyers. He's from the Midwest. I can't think of his last name right now, but he wants to come on. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm sure he's gonna.
Yeah,
Cam Carter. That's what it is.
I'm
Cam
glad
Carter.
you fucking got him over for us. Good job.
He's great. Well, he's only done. So I'm not all that familiar with him.
Oh fuck. Oh,
but he's done 2 Chikara shows that I've seen him on, and it's the stuff he can do is insane.
Is it just great or is it insane?
Insane.
Okay.
It's insanely great. All right, don't. Are we gonna see if fucking with JP gets as many fucking downloads as fucking with Josh? Is that what it is?
Hey, see you guys next week.
Have a good one, guys.